Our destination?
The Beauty Obsessed Bride.
Let's go for a ride.
Welcome to Girls Trip. We are capping off our mini series on all things wedding with a week of bachelorettes because that is a very important part of the bridal process. I feel like we all had very different experiences for various reasons. We'll get into that, talking a little bit about our own experiences. But being that Monday is our beauty day, we're going to focus on brides that love all things beauty, like your girly girl friends, and talk through some ideas. And even if you're not planning a bachelorette, maybe you'll just be inspired to get the girls together for a fun day.
Any excuse,
right? Yeah, any excuse to do something. All right, who wants to kick us off with some ideas?
I do, because I don't want anyone to steal mine.
Rebecca's like always in competition mode now. She's like, I'm going.
Okay, so I was thinking, I mean, if we're staying, okay, I'll just say it this way. You're at your house. This is at a friend's house now. And the bride opens the door and in walks in Jennifer.
That's the bride?
No, this is just a woman named Jennifer.
Oh, just a woman named Jennifer. Got it.
Is a makeup artist.
Okay.
Love it.
She's coming in, and the bride has given, her maid of honor some things that she's terrible at doing with her makeup. Or maybe she's amazing and she wants to try this new thing. So Jennifer is there to give everyone a tutorial, a little baggie, of their own special makeup for like, half hour, whatever. You get your makeup done and then they're going out. And that's a little part of it.
This is tough because I feel like beauty is kind of central around one thing, right? Hair, makeup. And so this is tough to have a lot of different stuff.
Yeah.
But I think what we'll do is build on each of ours.
Oh, that could work.
You know what
Okay.
I mean? So,
Okay. Could
so
see
my
that.
idea was beauty day out and beauty day in.
Okay.
So you cover the whole day. So very similar to Rebecca's. It was like hire a professional makeup artist, hairstylist, blah, blah, blah. Do like a masterclass for the girls, right? And especially for the bride. Then I was thinking go up a notch, hire a photographer.
That's on my list.
Yeah.
I love that.
Hire a photographer, and after you have your makeup and hair done, go out to a really aesthetically pleasing place and get photos done. But then for the beauty night in, take off all the makeup, and then it's like a spa night with DIY facials, hair masks, manicures, so that you have the fun going out, but then you also have the beauty staying home and relaxing.
Yes. I love that. I mean, I think you have to add on like having some movie marathon playing in the background, like some Devil Wears Prada, some Legally Blonde.
At least the Spotify playlist.
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
The album.
Okay, so I love that. So I think that we are sort of building on, because like you said, we have some narrow parameters. I feel like we've actually given a lot of really good ideas in the last couple of weeks related to beauty, so I don't necessarily want to rehash all of those for those of you who have already listened. But if you haven't been keeping up with us, we've talked about doing some, like going to a lipstick bar and getting a custom lipstick color made, or doing the same thing for perfume or different things like that. So there's lots of options. We talked about for bridal showers, but this is also a fun thing if you're doing like a beauty day in, is setting up like a beauty bar for favors where they can make their own baggies, all of that kind of stuff. So my two ideas that we haven't covered, one was to do a beauty swap where like everyone brings a favorite beauty item, something that they love, and you go home with, a brand new one. We're not trading used please no. makeup and skincare, but
no bacteria, please.
please. But you get to, go home with something new to try out that maybe you haven't tried out. You can even do it like if you want to keep it more budget conscious, you can do a travel size thing that everyone can take home with them, which would be fun.
Okay.
My second thing is kind of like an amalgamation, I feel like, of all of our ideas
Say
together.
that word one more time.
Amalgamation.
Wow.
Amalgamation.
I just love that.
We're also doing vocabulary lessons
with Lauren.
Wait, save that for the brainy bride.
Yes. Okay. So this is kind of like, I think if you just frame things a little bit different, it feels like something new. It feels like a theme, right? So my thought was, and I don't know when this game came out. Was it the 80s? Pretty Princess?
Oh,
do you know that
I want to say
game?
that was probably late 80s,
early 90s, maybe early 90s. So Pretty Princess is like a children's game that was super popular where I think you like spin and you collect like a tiara, rings, earrings, fun. Like, you know, to become the princess by the end of the game. So I thought that could be a really cute overall theme. And it's like you're playing Pretty Princess. So maybe you're starting with going to get blowouts, and that's when you earn your tiara.
Yeah,
fun. And you get to have like the bride. Yes, then maybe you go get, you know, your nails done and you earn your rings really for the day.
Pretty.
Maybe, you know, you stop at like a cute boutique and everyone picks out earrings to wear for the day.
So cute.
So sort of like, you know, head to toe collecting your little princess items throughout the day. And that's just like a fun invitation theme, fun visual, kind of, you know, bringing it back to, everyone loves the 80s, 90s
theme
party. So I thought something like that could be a lot of fun.
Adding to that, and we've talked about this maybe a little bit, but like what if we did a color analysis, because that's like the biggest thing. So you bring someone in who is like, okay, or maybe you figure out beforehand and then everyone comes in with like their clothes that fit their, you know, winter, summer, whatever it is. And then you get to go do all that. So you have like the whole package by the end of the day.
So fun.
That would be fun.
Did we just plan ourselves the girls weekend?
We might have. We might have. You're like, yeah.
I mean, this would be something that would be so fun. Again, even if it's not a bachelorette, like
this is a good birthday theme.
If you have a friend turning a big number, like turning 40 or something like that, or, you know, whatever it is, that could be a really fun girls' day.
I love that.
So I feel like we've covered all of the beauty highlights that you can possibly pack in to a day.
One day.
All about
we're going to be beauty
pampering.
out
Yes.
by the rest of the day.
Yes. So let's share a little bit about what our bachelorette experiences were like. Rebecca, I know the least about yours, or if you even had one. You go as the COVID bride.
I definitely did not have a traditional one. So I did not have one during 2020, again, because what was happening during that time, we all know
what was happening.
Can't remember what was happening.
Yeah, I don't know. There's just a lot going on. So the following year, right before our second wedding, we had like one of my maid of honors. She just spent the day with me, and we did. I'm trying to think of what we went first. We got a massage. It was like a spa type of going on. We got a massage. We got our nails done. We got a pedicure, and then when we got a facial together. She actually, this is so funny because she'd never gotten a facial before. I did. So she had no idea what to expect. And this is going along the lines maybe of our massage together.
Okay.
Like you're going in and I'm like, I know what to expect here. I also, for some reason, did not know this was her first facial. So we had a really great bonding moment there in the dark, side by side, with them like smearing things, and they put this like mesh thing on.
It was like couples, like we were
like
together.
I was actually I was like, oh, this is cute. We're going in together.
That's fun.
And so at one point they put like this mesh on and then put the, you know, the mask on, and you feel like you're like in a cage at one moment, and you're like, you there? You still good? So we had a great time there. And then from there, we just went out to eat with, I had some of my friends and a couple of my soon-to-be sister-in-laws. So it was a really, really fun time. Cute. But it was not your traditional one again, but I know they wanted to make something special. So we had a really, really good day.
That's really nice.
Yeah, so short and sweet.
Sometimes you have to postpone it, but worth it.
Definitely along lines of beauty day.
Yeah, it kind of goes
interesting
along with that.
for you. I probably wouldn't have picked that for you.
I mean,
but
well, I think under the circumstances, I think originally they were like, yeah, we wanted to go to the beach. We wanted to go get a house. I was like, yeah. But
I mean, the more I learn about Rebecca, the more I realize how low-key bougie she is. She's like undercover bougie.
Bougie. Yeah. She wants you to think that she's just in a flannel all day.
I think what happens is I can go either extreme. Like
like you can go camping, but like if you're gonna do the beauty pampering, you're like only the best.
Only the best.
You're like all the natural.
If we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it.
You're gonna totally go for it.
Yeah.
Total tangent.
Yes.
I was listening to a podcast recently.
Love it.
And they were talking about, you know, like I forget what reality show it was, but where you win a date with, the woman. And their date was to have like a spa day.
Okay.
And he was basically saying like what a farce it is, because it looks like you're having this super relaxing, 8-hour spa day. Okay. He's like, I think I was there for 30 minutes total, because it was literally just like, okay, lay down. We're going to like paint this seaweed wrap on you and get a shot. And then we're going to wipe it all off. And then you're going to move on and like sit in the spa and get a shot and move on. And then put a facial on. Like, you're not actually experiencing any of the treatments.
Because they were like, we have things to do. This is not actually.
So it was just like boom, boom, boom. I'm like, I know we all know it's fake, but like, man.
That's
rough. You don't even get to enjoy your prize on the reality show. So
wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I think I would be very upset.
I know.
I'd be like, excuse me?
This is why cash prizes all the time.
Yes, I'll just do that. I'll take the cash.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So don't be fooled by those epic spa days you think they're getting, because no.
Wow.
No.
Yeah.
All right, Joy. I was there for yours, so
yeah.
I know how amazing it was.
Talk about going in a different direction, man. But I think it was perfect for me, for what I would love. I'm not the type of like, let's go out all night and go crazy. And
it was also COVID as well.
And it was also COVID, and
true.
we couldn't do that. And also my group of girls, we just wouldn't have been into that. So I don't even know how to explain this really. So we have a very close friend of the family, it basically is family, who has a beautiful home up in the Hamptons, New York. And my sister like kind of arranged it to just spend like the night there, right? So a full day there, the night, and then the full day afterwards. And it was just this beautiful area. They are right on the beach. So we had the beach in the morning. It was a little bit cold. It was was it September yet? Or I think it was September.
It might have been.
It was a later September. Okay. So it was just getting cold, but not like cold, just like not, hot. So but it was just so fun. We got there. The girls like had dinner like all ready for me and for us to hang out. And then all night we just stayed up and played games. And
that's really fun. Nice, chill,
we laughed so much. And in the morning we had breakfast together. We went out on the beach, and there was a lot of just like my favorite things, which is bonding with my, favorite people. The fact that Rebecca wasn't there just like blows my mind.
Redo.
It is kind of crazy to think about it, but all of like our relationships really intertwined like just after that. Like it was a little beforehand when we were dating and everything, but it really started to, take flight only after the fact.
After we were all married.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my one regret is that you weren't there. We will have to redo it. But yeah, we had a beautiful home that we were in. Everyone kind of had their space, and Avery was there.
That was Avery's first Bachelorette.
Oh my gosh. She was just learning to walk.
I was still nursing, so I couldn't leave overnight without her.
So many good memories, so many good photos and videos. We were up well past our bedtime. I'll never forget that. It was just great. We had these like great photos at night with the sunset and the pool, and it was just it was great. So I didn't need anything more than a house in the Hamptons. But I do mean that I didn't need to go out and get wild. We still dressed up crazy as if we were, but it was so fun. It was great.
It was a really nice balance. Like it felt relaxing, but it wasn't boring.
Not at all.
We were having a great time.
Lauren came up with some great activities. Yeah.
I'm always the cruise director.
Always winning in that direction.
Yes. So yeah, we had a lot of fun. We had some really good food. Your sister kind of sent out like a catering menu and let each of the bridesmaids like choose something that they wanted to add to the menu, which was a really nice way to go about it. Yeah. I think we all brought some items for like brunch the next day. And yeah, we had a really great time.
It was so sweet. Everyone knows who knows me well. I don't do like breakfast in the morning, except if we do it big.
Yeah,
like a big, and I'm like, let's go nuts. So that was super fun to have that with all you guys. And my mom was there, and your mom was there. So we had the mother-in-laws there. Which that is definitely probably not normal for the Bachelorette, but again,
but it worked out. I mean, this house was gigantic, so there was plenty of space to spread out. The moms looked after Avery for me so I could go have some fun with the girls. I'm sure they did a lot of cleaning up after us as well, so we didn't.
I just thought things magically cleaned themselves. No, they definitely were the helpers on that. Yeah, super fun.
It was nice to have them there. Mine was.
I actually know nothing about yours either.
All
so let's
of
go.
The types of bachelorette parties combined. I feel like. So, like I said, I had a very young bridal party. Everyone was, I think, between like 20 and 24 at the time. So, and I think for a lot of them, this was like the first wedding maybe they were in as a bridesmaid.
Oh, wow. Okay.
First time being a maid of honor, all that kind of stuff. So they really went all out, and I knew nothing about what the weekend was going to be, nothing at all. So we started on a Friday night. We went to my maid of honors, her family's house, and they had set up the whole backyard really beautifully for dinner.
Okay.
So they did so many like really sweet decorations and all things very personal to me. A lot of book references and things like that. So we got to have dinner outside and just sort of relax and have good conversation and fun. Then they lived very close to a Barnes & Noble. So this is really funny that you said this because we did do a literary inspired little scavenger hunt in Barnes & Noble.
That's so fun.
The funny part was that they weren't really participating.
Was it you?
They just watched me.
They're like, go Lauren, go have fun.
Like, Lauren, live your best life.
Go have fun.
Go frolic in the bookstore.
Yeah, that was really funny. Because my maid of honor had planned it, so she couldn't. She was organizing it, and then my other like bridesmaids were just like, "This is all you." Like we don't know. So I was like, okay.
That's funny.
So that was really funny. So then we all went home to our own homes, and then they picked me up in the morning. And they gave me this like tank top to wear. And mine had like, I think bride, and theirs all had, bridesmaid on it. So we were in these matching bedazzled.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay.
Which I don't think I had owned anything bedazzled prior to that.
Quintessential Bachelorette
That's
moment.
the quintessential. And I was told to like wear, like dress down, like wear like not workout clothes, but something in that vicinity. Yeah. So I was like,
what's going on?
What are we doing? Like I could not, I had no idea. My brain was going in so many different directions. So I eventually realized that we were heading into the city.
Okay.
So that didn't help narrow it down because you can do anything in Manhattan, So I'm like, okay. So we finally arrived to this place, and, I can look back at it now and laugh because 30-something Lauren would have handled this situation very differently than 22-year-old Lauren.
Okay.
But they took me to a private dance class to learn the Single Ladies Beyonce dance.
Oh my gosh. That's awesome. So funny.
That's awesome.
I was mortified by. I was like,
God.
I was in such a state of shock, I think.
My God.
And I'm in there, and it's like, a whole wall full of
right there.
Mirrors that I have to stare at myself in. And I've learned to let loose much more nowadays and just sort of like make a fool of myself and be okay with it. A little bit of a harder time making a fool of myself 10 plus years ago.
Yes.
So I was literally the whole time like, please let the floor swallow me right now. Like, please let it swallow me. And my maid of honor, like, she could have cared less. She was like, get over it. Like,
let's go.
This is what we're doing. I was like, okay. So perhaps even funnier than that, I was more like processing the trauma. My bridesmaids were like loving it. And they surprised me doubly by performing it at my reception.
Oh,
my wedding reception.
That's really cute.
They got up. So the guts adorable. On them way more than I've ever had. So we did that. Then my bridesmaid's brother had an apartment in the city, so we stopped by there to beautify ourselves quickly. And then they had a whole night planned. We went out for sushi, which was delicious and a new place I'd never been to and super fun. And they also, which was really thoughtful of them, I had a very small bridal party, which I think I recommend to everybody. It makes things it's very simple. Absolutely. If you're able to. But I had a lot of other people that I was friends that I was close with. I also had a lot of women who I had kind of grown up with almost as like a big sister who were like 15 years older than me. So they weren't going to be in my wedding party, but they were very much involved in my life at that point. So they invited everyone else to come and join us for dinner, which was really special.
That's a great way to incorporate that.
Yeah, which was nice that they did that. Then we went to a comedy show in the Village,
oh my gosh,
which is something else I love to go do. I love to laugh.
I'm exhausted.
I know. I'm like, this is just never ending.
I mean, again, that's the difference of like being 22 versus 32. 22, I was like, like this is great. Like I don't think I ever said like, man, I'm feeling tired. Like it was just
now we would have been like, where is the Tylenol?
Yeah.
And exactly. Who has it? Who's got it? That's what we would have been caring about at this point. So funny.
And then so Miles and I got married in June. We found an apartment that we were going to move into in March. So we rented the apartment and he moved in while I was living home with my parents. And it was in Weehawken, so it was like just outside the city. Okay. So the girls kicked him out so we could all have a sleepover in our Weehawken apartment. And there we did all the classic. Sleepover Bachelorette things and played the silly games and, just got way too giggly and silly and fun. And then we finished off with brunch the next morning in Hoboken. So
that sounds so fun.
I feel like they did so many things. I'm probably forgetting things that they did because they packed so many things into there. But yeah, it was a lot of fun.
We have to redo it.
I know.
We have to relive it.
I want to do. Well, you guys are gonna kill me. I was like, let's do Lauren's again.
Let's just do Lauren's
I would
again.
love to see her now try to learn that dance and perform.
Oh my god, it was not an easy one. I mean, there's a reason Beyonce does that.
Oh man,
not just anybody.
Yeah, I love this theme for the whole week though. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be good.
Fun and exciting.
If you have any unique stories that you want to tell us, drop them in the comments so that we can see them and maybe talk about them. If you have a unique experience, if you have an embarrassing experience, we would love to hear about it. Join us for the rest of this week as we talk all things Bachelorette, and don't forget to enjoy the view wherever your ride takes you.